The Lost World Jurassic Park. So here's how it goes. Steven Spielberg makes a movie about dinosaurs, and they're all on an island. They're all like, "Ooh, dinosaurs! Look how cool they look! Look, we can make real dinosaurs for the first time in real life." And everyone's like, "Oh my god, real life dinosaurs for the first time in real life! This is incredible! They look so cool!" And so Steven Spielberg's like, "I made a lot of money off that. People seem to really like this. Well, I'm gonna make this like 10 more times." So he makes another movie, and then it's called The Lost World Jurassic Park. Comes out in the year of your Lord and Savior being born, me, and everyone's like, "Oh, more dinosaurs!" So everyone goes and see it, makes a load of money, and everyone sees it because like Jeff Goldblum, he's like, amazing. And then Sam Neill and Laura Dern are gone. It's like, oh, they're gone. Oh well, they're annoying anyway. So now we got just Jeff Goldblum, his girlfriend Julianne Moore, who's a really good actress, but she's not very good here. And then the stupid child who stows away as well. And then Jeff Goldblum's like, incredible or something. And then loads of dinosaurs come out. And they all do the exact same things again. And then it goes King Kong at the end. It's like, this is so dumb. And that was my incomprehensible roundup to The Lost World Jurassic Park, the sequel to Jurassic Park from 1997, starring Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, Vince Vaughn, and Pete Postlethwaite. Duh. Of course, this is again directed by Steven Spielberg, the director of the original film, so of course everyone's going to go, "Oh, he's back, he's going to do it again, it's going to be even better." No, it's not better, it's worse, quite a bit worse. He tries to do something a little bit different, but whilst also at the same time having a movie about an island of dinosaurs that can't really be different, no matter how hard you try. So what we end up with is a movie that in many ways emulates the first one, and in many ways tries to separate, and in both ways fails, and this is just a not good movie. Richard Attenborough's character manages to get Jeff Goldblum's character back on the island, or on a different island that's very far away from the first island, but apparently this is Island B, this is Site B, where they bred the dinosaurs. What? They breed the dinosaurs, then bring them to the other island? Then why did we see raptors being born on Isla Nublar? What? That's sequel logic for you, I guess. But they get Jeff Goldblum back to the island to go after Julianne Moore, who he decides he has to save, and his stowaway daughter also follows them, and so... Oh, and then Vince Vaughn's also there, being freaking Vince Vaughn, trying to act, and he tries at least. And then whilst they're also doing that, another corporation moves in and tries to start shooting dinosaurs to hammer down that whole, humans hunt for sport, animals hunt for food, who are the real bad guys, the dinosaurs or the people? Which we've all heard a million times before. I mean, despite the fact that I think Jurassic Park 1 is overrated, I have huge respect for the film, and I'm glad people enjoy it so much. This movie, however, is just bad, because one of the best things about Jurassic Park 1 was that, despite it not having a very good story, a very simplistic story, the sense of wonder that Steven Spielberg was able to achieve was pretty incredible. And in this movie, like, the theme tune, the theme tune that gives you goosebumps whenever you watch Jurassic Park 1, when they're coming onto the island and it's panning up from the helicopter and, it's coming into view and then it's like, do, 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 and everyone's like, oh, oh. And yeah, I get that feeling. It's a good feeling. John Williams has a great score and Steven Spielberg is great behind a camera, usually. But in this film, there's none of that, and they have the same music again, obviously, it's Steven Spielberg, but doesn't capture the same sense of wonder, and just doesn't work as well, and it's marred by a stupid story and stupid characters. I mean, right from the beginning, it's like, oh, Julianne Moore appears, and Julianne Moore is a very good actress, and she's not bad at acting in this movie, it's just that she gets told to do stupid things. Like, right at the beginning, she's looking at these dinosaurs, and she's like, oh, I'll touch him, and Jeff Goldblum's like, what? Why does she have to touch them? It's like, haha, that's pretty funny. And then the dinosaurs, like, get riled up, and so she decides to run into them, in between them, and they start trying to kill her. It's like, why'd you do that? Why didn't you run back? It didn't make any sense. I was like, oh, we're in for one of these movies where there are monsters and people are stupid, so they get eaten by them, so they die because they're stupid. So why they die? The movie's also a lot gloomier in general, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just a different tone that Spielberg was going for, and I respect that effort to try and make it a little bit different, even though it doesn't work. And Jeff Goldblum as the hero, as the main character, he's not terrible. I mean, he's Jeff Goldblum still, and you either love him or hate him. There's some pretty funny moments with him in it. He's a good comic relief as a main character. And he works, I think, because this movie is filled with stupid people that don't know what they're doing, and he has experience from the first film, so he's the focal point, and he is the only smart character. So he gets there and he's saying, oh, you're all dummies, why are you doing this? And they give him a believable reason to go there, to go save his girlfriend. He doesn't go there to study, he goes there to rescue his girlfriend. so it makes sense in many ways. So it's like, you respect him for his intelligence and the fact that he knows that this stuff's happening, and he knows that what is going on the island is going to result in, bad things happening. So he's okay as the focus of the story, I guess, even though we don't get any insight to his character, and it's just okay in general. I mean, for most of the movie, it follows along this sort of okay line of, I'm kind of passively enjoying this, I'm watching it and things are happening, but then, there are some scenes which are so boring to watch. Like, this movie is just straight up boring. It's 2 hours of boredom. For example, the action sequences, there's one scene where they have this, like, RV lab setup thing going on, and it falls off a cliff and there's some T-Rexes attacking, and it just gets dragged out for so long. It's like they're dangling off this thing. It's like, how long are you going to do this for? This isn't endlessly fun, Steven. Steven, this isn't fun anymore. So they're dangling out a thing. It's like, yeah, okay, I get it. It doesn't have to take this long. It was interesting for a while, but then they keep falling back down with the rope, and then you just kind of think, oh, God. Then there's another scene, which is admittedly a better example, where these raptors are attacking Goldblum and Julianne Moore and the daughter, and yeah, that's okay. I mean, raptors were cool, weren't they? So let's do more raptors. But again, that goes on for a while, and it's not as interesting, and then the little girl does some stupid gymnastics stuff, which is meant to be like, oh, you're good at gymnastics, why'd you get kicked from the team at school? Ha ha! But it just comes off really stupid. And whereas the first film wasn't a B-movie monster movie, this one feels a lot more like that. And also, as you get into the second half of this movie, it feels like you're in the third half of some long, huge movie. But when you're in the second half of this movie, it really falls apart as you start following a few different strands, and there's the main group, and then there's a few people offshot, and then it's like, things are just going wrong, and they lack any coherency that the first film had. He doesn't keep up with them, and it just all feels jumbled, and that's the point where the film feels like a mess, and it completely lost me then. I mean, the last 20-30 minutes of the film are somewhat enjoyable because of the circumstances of them, and I won't spoil what they are, but yeah, they're somewhat enjoyable, and it's pretty fun, I guess, but by then you're so fatigued because the movie isn't an hour and a half long like it should have been. It's 2 hours, so you're like, yeah, this would have been okay if it happened half an hour ago, but I'm so drained from watching this before that I'm not really into this now, so you've kind of lost me, and it's wasted upon us. But I guess it's okay, that end bit, but the rest of it is just not good. Really sorry to say this, guys, but I give The Lost World Jurassic Park a 4 out of 10. It's a pretty terrible movie, and it's not even that it's not competent, because it's, in many ways it is, but it's just so cripplingly boring for a movie directed by Steven Spielberg about dinosaurs on an island. It's just so boring. How does he manage this? I mean, the CGI and the practical effects are up to snuff in the same way the first movie was for the most part, so that's all okay still, but there's still no wonder. There's still no sense of, oh lord, dinosaurs. These are real dinosaurs on a real island, and that's one of the best things about Jurassic Park. So you take that away, what do you have left? And the story's worse than the first film, so you have not much to go on. Anyway, guys, that was my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and favourite in the boxes below. If you did, you know what to click. And please subscribe if you want to see more of these reviews. There are always going to be more. Jurassic World I'm going to be reviewing in the next few days, but tomorrow will be a review of Jurassic Park 3, which is apparently the worst of the bunch, so we'll see how that goes.